program is run in DKIT every year. Usually it's a 1 week program, so it'd be 5 days. Whereas this year we decided we'd do it 1 day over 6 weeks because we found that over 5 days students couldn't make everything we were doing. So we decided 1 day a week for 6 weeks. We were going to do a different theme. So the first day was health awareness, then we'd alcohol awareness, we'd sexual health awareness, we'd fitness day, and we had a couple of other, different theme days. So it gave a chance over 6 weeks. People kind of go, well, if I can't make this week, I'll make next week. So it gave us a chance to have 6 weeks of exposure, kind of to the whole college.
Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm a student here at DKIT College. And earlier on this year, we took part in a challenge for a Fit for Life program. One of the programs was Sober and Crazy, and basically what we had to do was take part in a 3-week program where we had to go off drink for 3 weeks and go out and see what the college life was like without drink.
Hi, I'm Niamh and I took part as well. We got involved through playing on the sports team, and they asked us did we want to get involved in the Sober and Crazy just to promote the alcohol, not drinking in the college. And we did it for 3 weeks, and we really enjoyed it. It was a good experience for us to see what it was like without drink. The college. Well, we just kind of realised that you don't have to drink. You don't have to go out and drink to have fun. We went out twice a week, most weeks, and we were still able to go out and have a good time, but instead we didn't make a fool of ourselves being drunk or falling all over the place, and we were able to get up and go to college, so it kind of helped our college work as well.
And we took part in a fitness test, and it was basically to see our fitness level before when we were drinking and then after as well. So in the girls it didn't really show much change, but in the lads it showed that they were fitter when they didn't drink. So it was good to see that
there was a difference
overall.
Such a short time anyways.
Yeah.
If we had stayed up for longer, you probably would have noticed a bigger difference. We think it would be a good idea for other colleges to try this, because a lot of people became aware just by 4 of us even doing it, so even on a bigger scale it might have a better impact.
Throughout the campaign we decided we'll run this concept of Sober and Crazy, which was actually thought up by 2 placement students who were involved in the Fit for Life committee, and it was that we would get 4 popular students, well-known students in the college, to take upon this challenge that they would go sober for 3 weeks of the 6-week campaign, but in doing so they must take part in every event which took place in Fit for Life. So while we had them taking part in their campaign, they also had to take part in the fitness programs we had held. So it was publicity for them, publicity for us, by the chance that the first day, the fitness day, they were involved in the launch Sober and Crazy. We launched 250 balloons.
I think Fit for Life itself, as I said, it's been a culmination of 5 years of basically the programme coming together, and it has been very much a partnership. I'm a member of lecturing staff here, but our committee has student members' involvement as well, and throughout our years of doing the programme we've had sort of the commitment from the local HSE and other sort of wider groups as well. But this year, I suppose through my own involvement at parish level, I became aware of the Archbishop's Drug Initiative, and I thought it was a good sort of way in for yourselves to actually be involved in the Institute. And I suppose I was able to offer that opportunity, and it certainly sort of added a wonderful dimension to what we were hoping to achieve that day. I mean, one of the things was that you were able to show the awareness DVD in the main campus restaurant, which 2,000 students, a very viable audience. Again, they didn't stop to watch it all, but there was just snippets, and the exposure was just something that you couldn't really measure,
I think we did an alcohol awareness day, and down outside our main campus it's a large area of green grass. So we went down that morning and we put up crosses, white crosses, to represent the number of people who had died due to alcohol-related car accidents. And we put empty beer bottles all over the grass and a big sign. Now, we didn't need to stand in their faces and say, don't drink alcohol. All we had to do was put these white crosses out in these bottles, and people were stopping and going, oh my God, look at this, And it was an instant message to them without being there lecturing to them.
Certainly, so general well-being is a very important part to play in that as well. We want to keep our students safe, and if we can try and throughout their time with us here give them sort of, I suppose, necessary life skills, that's very important.
As we had Darren came down to see us, and Darren was involved all the way through from the very beginning with us. We came in and we told him about the concept of the Sober and Crazy, and he told us about your drugs awareness campaign, your initiatives, and it was to have an outside source come in and tell us, well, this is what we do. Maybe we could give you a few pointers. And all along the way, we had that support. And the same, we contacted the health promotion officer in the HSE, and she told us about a campaign that she had called How Do You Measure Up, which is basically showing people with a measuring cup, when you pour a measure, are you actually pouring an exact measure, or are you pouring what you think is a measure? You know, so the outside organisations like the HSE, the Archbishop's Diocese, like all that, you know, it was just to know that you weren't alone, that we were running this initiative, but other organisations were interested in what we were doing and were willing to give us their information. Like, you learn from best practice, and it's simple as, you know, you can't do it on your own. If you don't know it, you can't do it, and you only learn by doing it, you know. And to have that support there was just amazing. Like, we couldn't have done it without them, because we had best practice guidelines to follow and we could put our own twist on it. But at the end of the day, it came back to campaigns that had been run previous and that they worked well. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. And if I run the Facebook page and I put up, you know, Sober and Crazy, the contestants are going to be out launching balloons next week, and I try creative and imaginative, and the bigger the better. You know, if you want to make somebody look, make them look and stay looking, not look and glance away. You know, I just, it's worth every second you put into it. It really is, you know, just to see that one person might turn around and goes, you know what, that really impacted my life. Like, for that one participant to turn around to me at the end and say, you know what, I really like who I am now. You know, I didn't like that person I was when I was drunk. That to me was just like, everything I have done for the last 6 months has just been worthwhile.